A new government proposal is pitting immigration policy against the nation's food supply, and California farmers are caught in the middle. The idea is simple on paper: replace undocumented farm workers who face deportation with Medicaid recipients and robots. Growers say the plan sounds neat in a press release but collapses in the field. Here's why. On July 8, 2025, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins announced there would be no amnesty for undocumented farm laborers. Instead, she pointed to what she called a ready pool of 34 million able-bodied adults on Medicaid, combined with new agricultural technology to create a 100% American workforce. The timing could not have been worse for California growers already reeling from stepped-up immigration raids. Some operations report losing as much as 70% of their crews almost overnight, leaving strawberries, lettuce, and other crops to rot. Could Medicaid recipients realistically fill that gap? Critics say the numbers are misleading. Many people on Medicaid already hold low-wage jobs and rely on the insurance to stay healthy enough to keep them. Farm work, meanwhile, is seasonal, brutally physical, and highly skilled. Harvesting crops at peak ripeness demands speed, endurance, and know-how developed over years. One farmer noted that of 11 U.S. applicants, only one returned for a second day. Even if enough domestic workers could be recruited, forcing or incentivizing them raises thorny legal and logistical questions. That leads to the second half of the proposal: automation. Self-driving tractors, robotic weeders, and GPS-guided sprayers are no longer science fiction. They're already rolling through some California fields and can trim labor for planting and maintenance. The trouble comes at harvest. For the state's high-value specialty crops, berries, avocados, tomatoes, leafy greens, the gentle, selective touch of a human hand is still unmatched. Prototypes that can mimic that dexterity exist, but they are slow, inconsistent, and far too expensive for most family farms. Upfront costs run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and outdated regulations often lag behind the technology, creating additional hurdles. Growers say the proposal also ignores timing. Even if perfect harvest robots arrive tomorrow, training staff, rearranging fields, and recouping investments would take years. Crops, however, can't wait. Miss a few critical days in peak season, and an entire year's profit disappears. The standoff leaves California agriculture at a crossroads. Immigration enforcement is tightening just as the labor supply is thinning. Neither domestic workers nor existing machines can fully close the gap. Until policy and on-the-ground reality align, farmers warn that more produce will be left unpicked, prices will rise, and the nation's dinner tables will feel the impact. For now, what happens in the fields depends less on slogans about a 100% American workforce than on pragmatic solutions that recognize who actually picks America's food and what technology can and cannot do today. AITV News will keep following the story as growers, workers, and policymakers search for common ground.